Oppo Find X5 Pro. What a name. I've had it for almost 2 years and it's a great phone all in all, but it's got some major flaws now and I've decided to upgrade. I'm gonna get a Vivo X100 Pro. So what I don't like is, number one is the battery life. It's been going down from the very beginning. I mean, at the beginning it was really good and then it just went down very quickly. So right now I go on a trip for a few hours to central London, let's say, or somewhere, and after 5-6 hours I'm coming back and I've got 20%, sometimes less, and that without using it too much. Maybe I take a few photos or something and that's it. So it's really bad. I've been trying battery saving mode, all sorts of things. It just doesn't work. It's bad, and I'm charging my phone really slowly. So the fast charging, I used it maybe 20 times over the last 2 years, so the battery was treated really well. I charge it regularly, so I don't know what's going on, but it's quite bad. Okay, number two, it must be the disappearing photos. So this is really bad. It started happening recently, so I'm guessing like the more updates there are, the worse the phone becomes. Go figure, really strange. I take a few photos and then some of them will just not be saved. They will disappear, or what will happen, the photo will hang somewhere. So let's say I take a photo, bang, and then I can see it's here in the corner. I can press on it and it comes there, but nothing's happening. So now I can delete it and save it, etc., do other things. But very often this will be grayed out and nothing will be happening for a few minutes. I may be able to take some more photos and those will be saved, but this one won't be saved. No matter what I do, it will just not be saved and probably it will disappear after a while. Very annoying, especially when I take some important photos for record keeping, for example, etc., and then I look and there's nothing there. It's really annoying. So that must be number two problem. That's why I've decided to upgrade so quickly, because this is really bad. Now, number three, this is again about photos. It's the lens flare. I mean, it's not a big issue most of the time, but sometimes it is, and especially if I have a case like this, or even the original case, when those parts, the rubber parts actually are close to the lens, the light tends to reflect off them and bounce off them and go into the lens, causing this haze, and even without it, if I remove it completely, still I've got the haze, in many situations from some light sources. Cases like this don't help either, or I often use this case, so there is nothing in front of the camera. Generally it takes great photos, amazing photos. There are some filters that Hasselblad prepared. My favorite is Radiance, but because of that lens flare, it's also a bit annoying. Plus, what I mentioned before, some photos disappear. So I was in the mountains recently on a trip a few days ago, and I took lots of photos. I didn't notice any issues, but when the issues happened, like today again, the issue happened when I need it and it just doesn't work. I resetted the app completely, so not uninstalled it. I cannot do it, but I can delete all the cache and everything, and I set it up from scratch, so that helped, I think, a bit, but still the issue persists. Not good, Oppo, not good at all. Now, number four, the weird behavior of YouTube app and the YouTube Music app. Maybe this is something to do with the apps themselves, but it's always been an issue on and off. So for example, I need to press the play button twice sometimes. So I have something like this and I press once and it just wouldn't play. Oh, you see? There was a reaction, but nothing's happening. I need to press again.
And so she had no problem making.
So it's really annoying. Same thing if I'm in the car, I press the play button on my car's dashboard and then I need to press again and sometimes a few more times and it wouldn't even start. So I need to go to the phone and start it as well. It's the same with my watch. I can start sometimes and pause it from my watch, but it wouldn't work very often and it just tells me go to the phone and do something. I can change the volume usually most of the time and it does change, but pause and play, I cannot. This is a Huawei watch, so well, it may not work because this is not a Huawei phone. When I had a Huawei phone, the integration was a little bit better, but still, you know, it is really annoying. So it's YouTube and YouTube Music app, you know, same thing here. The other thing that's annoying, especially with the music app, I think, when it's not on the screen, so let's say I'm using Maps and this is in the background or completely minimized, for example, it will not update. So the next song will go or the next song, and then I turn it on, bring it back to the foreground, and I still see the older song, and then I need to wait a second or so before actually I see the next song. It's annoying when it happens often, and especially when I'm driving and I want to make some changes and I need to wait a second or two for it to update. So that's really annoying, you know. Number 5, WhatsApp. Let's say I've got lots of WhatsApp messages, not even one, and I start playing it, and then I put the phone down, just facing down, and it will stop playing. Or if I turn off the screen, it will just stop playing, or it will be playing it so quietly as if I had this to my ear. I know it may be things that I have it to my ear, but you know, I don't want that. I want this to keep playing, you know, loud, you know, very annoying, while I want to have my screen off to save battery, or for whatever reason. It's, you know, doesn't matter. It's annoying. Or maybe it's the problem with the WhatsApp itself. I don't know, or both. Who knows? Number 6, minor thing, but it is annoying. So let's say I've got a Wi-Fi network that I want to check out. So I go to Wi-Fi, then I have a list of Wi-Fi networks, and then again I need to click on more to do more. So I can do it from the other screen, but this is better. And let's say I want to join this network, and then I need to go to the password. So I go somewhere to get the password, and when I want to go back, it's gone. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found, you know. So I need to start the whole thing again, choose the network, and then start typing the password. Minor things, because, you know, we don't do it very often. I don't. But when it happens, it's really annoying. So Oppo, please sort it out. Maybe it's the Android problem, not just Oppo. I don't know. I don't care. This is bad. You know, so when I get to Vivo, I will see what it's like there, and I'll make a video about this as well. So these are the 6 things that annoy me most about it. Please let me know if you know something about those things, how to improve them, or if you have the same experience. You know, that would be very useful, because I don't know if it's the apps or the phone or Android or something, you know. So remember to watch my other movies, and you take care, because you are great and you deserve a great life. Cheers.